Good afternoon. Wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Springer air rifles. So this is obviously a Springer air rifle. This is an RWS Diana Model 350 Magnum. So if you already have air rifles, you already have break barrels or any kind of Springers, you probably already know that they eat scopes. Right here, you're going to see a collection of scopes. There are 4 of them right here. I have more, but I figure 4 is a good enough sample. That died within 500. Each one of these died within 500 pellets fired out of a Springer. And all put together, let's see, this one was 200, 3, 4. There's probably $500 worth of scopes here. So you're talking about, you know, for 2,000 pellets, that's 25 cents worth of a scope a pellet that it dies. These are all fairly inexpensive scopes. This is a Vortex. I have not killed, this is a Vortex Viper 6.5 to 20 by 44. I've had this on many Springers. I've fired many rounds through this. I've probably put 4,000 or 5,000 pellets through this, and it has not yet died. Put this into comparison to those, you're looking at $400 or $500 worth of scopes there. This one it's a PST version 1. I believe it cost $400 when I bought it. You can probably still get them for about $400. Vortex has a lifetime warranty, which I have flexed before. Very simple. I sent them an email. I told them I'd lost this cap. I just lost my turret cap. That's it. I called them, or I emailed them, and I said, I lost my turret cap from whatever model scope this is. Gave them the serial number. And I got an email back the same day, it was during the week, the same day, and said, we'll have one right out to you. What's your address? And within a week, I had a new cap. I've never killed a Vortex scope, but I have no doubt that they will take care of it if I do. One of my buddies had a PST-2 that the zero stop ceased to function, and he sent it back, and he had this thing spray painted and had modified it and everything. He sent it back, and they fixed it. That's it. It took about 2 weeks for him to get his scope back. Vortex really stands behind their products. The Athlon also has a lifetime warranty. I have not had to use it yet, but I do use an Athlon scope on these on up to Magnum Springers. In fact, my Diana 48 is sporting an Athlon scope right now. So I recommend Springers for a quality Springer. This is German made. I'm not a big giant fan of the Spanish made, the Gamos and things of that nature, but they work. I don't have any hate for them at all. They can shoot very accurately if you get a good one. But my money goes on the German manufacturer. I love the RWS. I love the Beemans. In fact, a Beeman R9 is on its way here right now, and you'll be seeing more of that. One of the things that when you buy one, you don't necessarily want to get a Magnum. If you get a Magnum or you already have a Magnum, that's fine. But they are a little bit rougher on scopes, and they're a little bit more hold sensitive. And sure, they have a whole lot of energy for, you know, relative to others. But guys, we're not hunting Cape buffalo with these things, okay? We're hunting rabbits and squirrels and pigeons. So keep that in mind. I like to hit an animal with about 4 to 6 pounds of energy. So the pellet, when it gets downrange to the target, has about 4 to 6 foot-pounds of energy. And we'll talk about that a lot more in another video, more in depth. But I don't necessarily want the pellet to pass all the way through an animal if I'm in a hunting situation. I want that pellet to discharge all of its remaining energy into the animal and stop right there inside it. So it's really all about shot placement. Now I recommend when you buy one of these that you buy one with iron sights. As you can see, this has iron sights. Quite nice. I'm going to outfit this with a Williams peep back here, but for now this will do. So the first thing you want to do before you even put a scope on is you want to zero these, because these scopes, as you can see, do fail. And if they fail while you're out on a hunt and you don't have a spare, even if you do have a spare, come on, that's going to take time, and then you're going to have to re-zero and everything else. If you already have your backup system already zeroed, you're good to go. That scope fails, you take it off. It's easy. Most of the rings have either Allen or even things that you can, little nuts that you can turn by hand, or take your Allen wrench and stick it in a hole of the mounting screw. Here's an example of that right here. As you can see, these scope rings, they have nuts, and in these nuts there are holes right there. So you just take your Allen and put it in here and you can screw it loose. Also, I recommend that if you are hunting, you check all of the torques. I actually use a torque wrench to put these on, so I know that these are 18 inch-pounds. I know that I know what the torque is on these, and also the action screws. So you can see right here, you have them on both sides of this one. The 48 has one in the bottom, and you have screws right here. You need to check the torque on these before you go out on a hunt, or when you finish a hunt. It's a good idea to go ahead and check them. So the first thing that we're going to do before I put a scope on this, and I'm not going to put a scope on this, but one of the first things I do is zero it. We're not looking for perfection here because, look at me, I'm 60 years old, guys. My eyes are not what they were when I was 26, and we can't expect them to be. So what we have to do is make do with what we have and do the best we can. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see you in a couple minutes. I'm going to set up a camera down here at a target, and we're going to go ahead and adjust these sights. I actually have not adjusted these yet because I don't shoot this a lot. And it's use this scope to see where my pellets impact, because like I said, I am 60. My eyes are not what they once were. Okay. That's low. Put another one down to confirm. Looks like left and right is pretty good. So I may not have to do much of a windage adjustment. Can't see a thing on that one. That one doesn't go down short enough. Okay, that's terrible. Okay. They are all low. So, its point of impact is below my point of aim. So I want to bring the rear sight blade. If I want to bring the pellets up, I'm going to bring the rear sight blade up. So to bring the rear sight blade up, I'm going to have to turn this counterclockwise, because this knob on the top up here, all it's doing is pushing down on a spring and pressing the sight down. And I just gave it a full rotation because it is fairly low. Okay, I took a little break. I went ahead and finished zeroing this the best I can, but I had to take a break. It was too hot and the cameras were overheating. So we'll go ahead and get started. I have to keep pushing my glasses back. Can't see what it's doing down there. Of course I will. And whatever it is, I'm going to show you. Like I said, I haven't shot this gun in a long time. It was gone for a long time. I didn't even remember where I put it. And there it was in a storage unit. Now this gun does not like these pellets, and I'm not going to switch them in the middle of this. I have to look at my notes, but I believe it wanted JSB exacts. I think I jerked that one. Okay. Well, they're all on the sticky. Still a little low. but that's going to be okay. At this point, guys, what you would want to do, and what I will do later, so I have to clean this, is check the action screws. This one there are 3 action screws, and most of them there are 3. So you want to check them and make sure they're tight. Very little care and maintenance into these. I won't clean it yet. It doesn't need to be cleaned. But that's about it. Now, I'll be coming back and we're going to talk more about air rifles in the next video. And I have about 24 topics to talk about with these with regard to survival and hunting. I'm not a paper puncher. I don't have any interest in making single jagged holes at 30 yards. If I wanted to do that, I would be using a PCP. I have PCPs. I love PCPs. They shoot really well, and they're really easy to shoot too. And they don't eat scopes. But they require other things to shoot. When I take this into the woods, I have everything I need. This and pellets, I have everything I need. I don't have to worry about running out of air because the air's here. The air we're breathing. This is compressing it. When I cock it, that's it. So this and a box of pellets is just about everything you're going to need to go out here and hunt. And we'll talk about that, and I won't actually probably be doing any hunting. For one thing, this is YouTube, and I don't know what they're going to say about me killing little furry animals. Another thing, I like to keep my game here on my land until I need it. So I have a thriving population of squirrels out here that I can hunt if I need to, but I don't need to right now. I shoot probably a couple deer a year, not with one of these, but a couple deer a year, and I fish, and that pretty much takes care of my family's needs. But having the animals here, it's just like having a grocery store. So we take care of them, and hopefully when the time comes, they'll take care of us. So I'm not sure what the next video is going to be, but I hope you enjoyed this one. And go ahead and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. And I try to drop them every week, and I'm thinking that I'm going to up that to twice a week. Okay, until next time, have a good one.